All back together. Put a fuel filter on there from all the crap that's probably still in the tank. Drain the oil. Now on the 185S, 200S, 200ES, 200E, whatever. Pretty much these 185 and 200 engines are the same. There's a big 24 millimeter plug, looks like this. You pull that out and then it's going to have that spring. And then you'll see this. That's just a screen. These don't have oil filters. So that'll be in there like that. So I always wait for the oil to drain. Sometimes these come out anyway. If it comes out, look in your oil for it. But I always try to pull them out and just look at it before you clean it. Check out and see if there's any material in it, metal shavings, etc. I drain it all out and then I tip the bike toward me, so all the oil. Try to get everything out as much as possible. Especially since this thing sat so long, it's got condensation in it. The oil actually looked pretty good for 10 years. I only see a few fish eyes. I don't know if you can see that. A few small little, see where it's discolored? That's water. So I mean, this thing was inside, I'm guessing. A lot of people say, well, how can it possibly get moisture in it if the engine's sealed and everything else? Well, through your butthole. The valve is open, especially the exhaust valve. All the moisture and humidity in the air goes up through your exhaust pipe, up through your intake, through your carb, and into your head. So you're still going to get moisture in there, period, end of story. It's impossible to keep these things 100% sealed unless you get a wash plug. And I don't make wash plugs for these things, but like my bike, one of these. This isn't just for washing it. I always leave them in just when they sit so you don't get moisture in your engine. So yeah, carbs all back together. I cleaned the tank out the best I possibly could. Put a fuel filter on it, oil's drained. So put everything back together, put oil in it, put some fuel in it, and then we're gonna do a fire up. It did have spark. I'm just kind of I don't know, it's hard to do with this phone, but it looked like it didn't have spark. But what I did was I turned the lights off. Then you can actually, it's not that much darker in here. It's the skylights in the shop, but after I turned the lights off, I tried my little crappy tool and I could see spark, so it's got spark, that's good. Air, fuel, and spark, that's all we need for these things to run. I'm trying to think if I did anything else. I think that was it. I pulled the plug out just to clean it, and then I looked inside just to see what the piston looked like. It's got some carbon on it, but this is a good sign. I mean, it might have been running a little rich, but it's brown and black, which is good. That's what I want to see. I never want to see white or ash. That's lean condition. Running too hot. Everything else looks pretty good. I'm actually really thoroughly impressed with this buy. So let's hope when I throw it all back together that it starts. And I'll set the camera up so you can see the first few pulls. My guess is I'm gonna say between 5 and 10 pulls, this thing will fire up. What do you guys think?